Kai Sims, Wrestler Reviews, Jeremy Ream, and of course, The Bloodline, you have been acknowledged. Metal Driver here, back today with the Target exclusive Ultimate Edition Bret Hitman Hart. On the side we get an image of Bret, then on the back we get a couple images and some information, some nice packaging that we usually see with the Ultimate Edition figures. But enough of the box, let's go ahead and open this up and take a closer look at Bret Hart. And here we have the man who will never forgive Bill Goldberg out of the packaging. Features some nice detail, and he comes with some accessories that include some open hands, fisted hands, swappable arms with double jointed elbows. These look nice. We will see this on the figure pretty soon. Got some pink wrist tape here. This one's painted a little bit sloppy. This one looks better. Some elbow pads. And interchangeable head sculpt, which features the same face as the head sculpt that's already on the figure. Now, this is not brand new as far as the face. We have seen this with Elite 94, that's when this face scan was introduced. The difference here is that he has his hair in front, which looks pretty decent. Paint on the eyes, the eyebrows, and lips look good. He comes with his signature shades, which has a little bit of a sparkling effect. I would have preferred if we had received that glossy holographic sticker that we have seen before it came with the previous Ultimate Edition Bret. I think that would have been nice, but it is removable. It looks decent enough, so it would have been better if it was a little bit shinier. And the best accessory that he comes with is this plastic coat. Now, normally I love soft goods jackets and coats. However, in this case, I think this is done very well because he has articulated sleeves. So I am 100% fine with this being a plastic coat. Now, this does appear to be the same as the previous Ultimate Edition Bret Hart. As far as sculpting goes, yeah, the shoulder pads are the same, the sculpting on the front, the same thing on the back, same thing with the sleeves. Obviously, the difference is the paint deco. This is the pink coat that he wore at Royal Rumble 1993. It's all pink with black on the inside. You see that with the lapels right here. White paint on the zipper with black outline. A little bit sloppy here and there, but not a big deal. Shoulder pad looks nice, painted very well. Same thing on the other side. Paint on the back looks good for the most part. Again, some sloppiness here and there. Some white here going on the pink star, which shouldn't be there. So minor imperfections throughout the coat. Not a deal breaker for me. It still looks fine. I do like these black splotches here. Nice effect. Good black flames here. I like that. The sleeves are painted pretty well. Looks good for the most part. Same thing on the other side. So I love how this turned out. Minus the minor paint imperfections here and there. But overall looks pretty good. And the coat is removable. You can take it off pretty easily. Just pop the arms off. Slide the coat off, and then you pop the arms in as so. Pretty simple, pretty easy. I love when we get this with the Ultimate Edition figures, especially with ones that have entrance gear. That looks nice. Just missing some hands. We'll put them on. Then look at the head sculpt. This is the same head sculpt that we first saw with Elite 94, as you can see. I'm glad Mattel went with this head sculpt, because personally I like it. It's not the best representation. I know Mattel has a hard time getting that likeness of Bret Hart, and the fans love to let Mattel know about that. However, I don't think this one is bad. I have heard some people say that they don't like this. I personally like it. I think it looks decent enough. Can Mattel do a better job? Yes. I hope they do in the future, but for the meantime, I'm glad they're going with this head sculpt. The eyes are painted well, the eyebrows and lips are also painted well. This looks really good as far as paint goes. Sculpting on the hair looks nice. Nice and long. I like how that looks. Taking a look at the upper body, it is different from the original Ultimate Edition Bret Hart. As you can see, this upper half of the torso looks different. I much prefer this one over the original. If you watch any of my older reviews on the Ultimate Edition figures, I had mentioned that I wasn't too crazy about those upper bodies. They look kind of weird. I like this one instead. It looks a little bit more natural, or at least more seamless. I think that's a better phrase than those older bodies. And of course they feature the butterfly joints, which I absolutely love. The paint looks good on my Bret Hart, which I'm glad because this figure does have the coat over him. So if you do see this in stores, you can't really pick out the one with the best paint on the body. It's kind of a crapshoot, so I'm glad mine turned out pretty well. Good paintwork on that heart, and the skull and the wings. Looks good on the back. The black paint looks good on the outline of the singlet. Paint looks good right here and here on the straps. He's got the all pink attire from Royal Rumble 1993, so I like this. Big fan of that design. He's got his pink tights, which looks really good. The design on the side looks really nice. Good paintwork on the black flames. The white looks decent for the most part. Again, few minor imperfections here or there. Not the end of the world. It looks fine enough. I don't see anything that's majorly mispainted. This side looks good as well. Looking at the back, you get Hitman painted really well. Nice star here. Good look on the flames here. They're flames, right? I think so. The white looks nice. I love how that turned out. White boots with pink line work. Star looks really nice right here. Good paint for the most part. Same thing on the other boots. So really love how this turned out. So far, I'm really digging this Bret Hart. This looks really nice. Now let's see if the articulation is as nice as his figure looks. His head goes that high up, that far down, so not the best range there. Can turn side to side and tilt pretty well. We saw the butterfly joint earlier, so that looks really good. Shoulder goes that high up. It rotates all the way around. Biceps swivel. Double jointed elbows, a bit tight on mine. Might have to heat that up. Yep, there we go. Better range there. A little bit hindered by this elbow pad. A swivel and hinge at the wrist. I believe there's a ball joint here at the diaphragm, so he goes that far forward, that far back. Can turn side to side with the waist swivel. Legs go that far out. And then I believe this has the drop down hips. Yeah, it does. So they go that far down and that high up. So that is really good. Hopefully it helps with posing the sharpshooter. That's going to look nice. A thigh cut. Double jointed knees. A cut at the top of the boot. Ankle goes that high up, that far down. He's got some decent ankle pivot and toe articulation. Now, unfortunately, I do not have the original ringside exclusive Bret to compare him with, but here he is next to Elite 94 Bret Hart. Here he is next to the original Ultimate Edition Bret. Here they are with their entrance jackets on, and in case you're wondering how the jackets look on the other figure, well, here they are with the swapped jackets, which looks pretty nice. I absolutely love this new Ultimate Edition Bret Hart figure. I think it surpasses the original Ultimate Edition Bret. I love the paint deco. Not painted perfectly, there are some minor imperfections, but still looks pretty good. He's got updated articulation, the drop down hips, the butterfly joints, which should really help with posing for the sharpshooter. The only thing the other Bret Hart has over this one is that one came with a third head sculpt. I don't think that's really that big of a deal personally. Would have been nice, sure, but everything else about this figure looks better. I think the head scans are better. Yes, I know some people don't really care for this head sculpt. I personally like it. I still think Mattel could do a better job with the likeness of Bret, but I think this one is still good. For me, I think this is the best Bret Hart figure we have, so I say it is a definite must-have. If you see this in stores, pick this up. The only complaint I have is that only people living in the US will be able to pick this up in stores. If you've watched my channel for some time now and I've reviewed these North American exclusives, these US exclusives, I voiced my complaint about that. I don't think that's fair. I hate that the international fans aren't able to get this at retail. They have to rely on third-party sellers or possibly getting in touch with a friend who lives in the US. I think that sucks. Mattel should really fix that. They should find a way to get this in the hands of our international friends out there so that way they can get this at retail cost. And who knows, I'm probably going to pick up a second one anyway. I'm about 1,000 subscribers away from hitting 5,000. I did say in one video that once I make it to 5,000, I'll do another giveaway, so if I can hit that pretty soon, who knows, maybe I'll do the Target exclusive Bret Hart as the giveaway, but once I reach 5,000. So, if you're not already subscribed, subscribe. If you like this video, like it. Like it for the fact that this is the best Bret Hart out there. You should get it. And you should also watch some of my other videos, so click on the card at the end of this video, and I'll see you next time.